It has finally happened. Disney has bought 21st Century Fox for $52.4 billion. You know what that means. The X-Men are coming back to the MCU. Stay tuned as we break down the deal. So after months of rumors and speculation, Disney has finally acquired parts of 21st Century Fox for $52.4 billion. Whether you love this idea or you hate this idea, one thing is for sure, that the people over at The Simpsons need to stop making predictions like this because it's getting a little bit terrifying. They need to kind of knock it off. With all jokes aside, this is obviously a monumental shift in the TV and film industry and will create a monumental shift in what Hollywood and media looks like over the years to come. With all that being said, let's break down what Disney actually bought. So going probably from like the biggest thing to the smallest thing, the things that Disney acquired were this. Disney gets 21st Century Fox Film and TV, a 30% stake in Hulu, multiple regional sports networks, so they're like FX Mountain or they're FX Pacific, a share in the Sky family of networks in Europe. And another big thing about this is that apparently Fox is still trying to actually get more of that Sky family in Europe. That is a big broadcaster in Europe. So Fox is still trying to acquire that before this deal becomes final. And once that deal becomes final, Disney will acquire all those shares in the Sky family. They're also getting an FX network. And one of the big things that they are doing, and one of the big things that they're receiving, is that apparently Fox has a lot better technology when it comes to direct-to-consumer content. So by direct-to-consumer content, I mean things like Netflix and Hulu. So obviously I said that they're acquiring Hulu, but they're gonna have better technology to be able to support platforms like this. Disney already has plans to have their own direct-to-consumer platforms that are gonna be coming out here in the next couple of years. ESPN one is coming out in 2018, and then there's going to be a Disney movie TV one coming out in 2019. So acquiring this technology is just going to help them further develop those media platforms for consumers to be able to see all this great content that they have acquired. What Disney is not getting as a deal is that they are not acquiring Fox News. Fox News is staying over at Fox. They are also not acquiring Fox Sports 1 or Fox Sports 2, so those networks are going to stay with Fox as well. So they're also keeping Fox Broadcasting, so the actual Fox network is still staying over at Fox. So those are just kind of the main logistics of the deal. Obviously there's a lot more. You can see those things broken down in other places, but obviously over here at Bowling Nerd, we want to figure out how that's going to affect the things and the properties that we love coming from both of these camps, being Disney and Fox. So the biggest thing that everybody obviously excited about, and we've talked about on this channel a lot, is the fact that now Disney and Marvel has the rights back to use the X-Men and the Fantastic Four in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the coming movies in the future. The great thing about this is that this basically brings the whole Marvel family back into the MCU, with Marvel having a deal with Sony to use Spider-Man, and now them acquiring major properties like the X-Men and Fantastic Four to put that along with the Avengers. Everything is complete, and now the MCU can tell stories after stories after stories from their different comic books, and they are basically not limited with what the content that they can produce. The other thing that this actually adds to Disney is Disney actually now has the original theatrical versions of the Star Wars franchise. So the original trilogy, they actually didn't acquire when they acquired Lucasfilms a few years ago. So now they actually have back within the Disney family the complete Star Wars franchise. There's nothing else that is missing. There's no pieces of missing. They have it all. There are obviously other properties that Fox brings to the family that Disney will also be acquiring. Some of those properties being the Aliens franchise, the Avatar franchise, which is huge. You're gonna have shows like Family Guy and The Orville and Simpsons that are also going to be now part of the Disney family. So it'll be interesting to see where those shows go in the future. One of the things that people have been concerned about when it comes to Disney acquiring Fox is what this is going to do with some of Fox's more risque properties. I know I just mentioned Family Guy and things like that. What is Disney going to do with them when Disney has been traditionally a family-friendly business? And the biggest concern for superhero fans has been, what are they going to do with a property like Deadpool? Deadpool was monumental and groundbreaking because it was one of the first rated R superhero films, and it did great. Deadpool is very much a character that really you cannot make PG-13. No one really wants to see a PG-13 Deadpool. That would not be funny. So there has been a lot of speculation if Disney is going to make R-rated superhero films like a Logan or like a Deadpool. We also have Deadpool 2 coming out. Well, hopefully this will put some superhero fans at ease. CEO Bob Iger, one of the people solely responsible for making this deal, had a quote this morning that he said about possible R-rated Disney films when it comes to superhero movies in the future. He was quoting saying this: "It clearly has been and will be Marvel branded, but we think there might be an opportunity for a Marvel R brand for something like Deadpool. As long as we let the audience know what's coming, we think we can manage this fine." So hearing that quote from the CEO, from the very top guy at Disney, hopefully will ease some people's concerns about Disney making these R-rated films or not basically kind of watering down these awesome properties like Deadpool. So my takeaway from that quote is this: Disney likes money. Everybody knows that. They've seen what Deadpool actually did when it comes to the box office. They saw what an R-rated movie, how well it could do. And Disney's not going to be like, no, we're not going to do that. Disney's definitely going to be like, oh no, it's going to put money in the bank, so we're definitely going to look into that and probably greenlight some projects that are going to be R-rated in the future. So with this deal, there's so much to look forward to. I'm really getting excited for the fact that X-Men and Fantastic Four comic books will probably get a little bit of a rebirth happening. No comic book pun intended, but we'll probably get a little bit of a rebirth, letting them actually be a little bit more focused in Marvel Comics. Since Marvel and Disney have not had the rights to the X-Men and Fantastic Four when it comes to movies, they've kind of backed off when it comes to producing new X-Men and new Fantastic Four comics over the last 10 years or so. So now having the rights to those back, knowing that they can merchandise that stuff in-house, knowing that they can do all of that, they're probably going to start pumping out some new X-Men, new Fantastic Four comics. So I'm really excited about that. And obviously the big thing that we all want to know, we all want to talk about is how are they going to bring the X-Men into the MCU? Are we going to see an X-Men versus Avengers movie? Everybody wants to see that. Everybody wants to talk about it. I think it's going to be some time before we see an X-Men versus Avengers movie, but we're obviously all super excited of the prospect now that all of the Marvel family is back in one place. So let me know your thoughts. I'm doing a prediction video about what I think are ways that they could bring the X-Men into the MCU. So I'm going to be filming that here actually in a few minutes, and I'll be posting that sometime either today or tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, if you have any ideas or predictions, throw them at me on the channel, direct message me, whatever. I would love to hear what you guys have thoughts, and maybe I'll put those in the video because I'm putting a couple other people's ideas in there. So let me know. So just last thing, what do you think about this merger? That's the question of the day. What do you think about this merger? And then also maybe what do you want to see out of this merger? Those are going to be our two questions of the day. We'll do two of them today. So let me know down in the comments. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Hit that bell so you can get new notifications about all the stuff coming out over the next few days. We are going to definitely be doing that predictions video, what we think is going to happen with the X-Men coming in the MCU. And then also, big day for Disney even more is that Star Wars is actually coming out in theaters officially for everybody to see. So I'm going to see it later today. I'll be posting my review about that as soon as I get it done and after I digest this whole movie tonight. I'm really excited. It's been a pretty awesome day here for Nerds. But that's it here over at Nerdly News. We are signing off. My name is Oscar Hampton. This is Boldly Nerd. Later days.